So I got some leftovers from the big Thanksgiving dinner, big Thanksgiving meal. This seemed to be all the sparkling juice that was left. I spent much of today working on finishing the styrofoam drawing I started at the Willow the other night. This homemade gravy got a bit more solid, but it was made using the leftover juice that was created from cooking the turkey, putting all the herbs on it. I'm not entirely sure when Mom started cooking it. Maybe it was... All I know, it took several hours for it to be ready, and it seemed to be ready towards 7 p.m. Since that was around the time we had the Thanksgiving meal. There were a lot of options. There were shrimp with cocktail sauce, but in my opinion, at least according to my taste buds, doesn't really seem to enhance the flavor of the shrimp, so generally avoid it. There were pecan and pumpkin pie, though we didn't have any of that until sometime after, the main Thanksgiving meal. It was just me, Mom, and Johnny. To celebrate the Thanksgiving meal tonight. Thanksgiving and the feast associated with it has some sort of magic to it. It feels special. This time of year feels special. Johnny was the one who made the homemade gravy using the juice of the turkey and whatnot. At some point earlier on today, Alvinar updated the world I have this city in. Apparently it was in order to add this new chapter. And I spent some time looking over the research upgrades for this new chapter, even though it's going to be a long time before I reach it. At this point, I'm just hoping an episodic event will start soon so I can unlock building summons that'll give me increased mana production. I was able to finish the new Starfoam drawing, but it wasn't until late into the day after the primary Thanksgiving meal. And that was primarily because I debated with myself what color to make the cap and top of that Modano cap. I gave that new Styrofoam drawing at the very start. It turns out there are Modano baseball caps, but the bottom and top cap parts, the bottom cap part is either white or that dark blue / purple that's on it's part of the branding of Modano beer. I decided to go with the color yellow since I spent a considerable time trying to look for a sort of yellow-orange Sharpie color because I felt, because of all the Sharpie markers I got for my birthday, a color like that would be around there somewhere. I did some searching on my bed, but I didn't really find exactly what I was looking for, and plus then I started to feel maybe a yellow-orange would be too similar to the orange I used for this new Styrofoam drawing skin. Excuse me. I ended up settling on a yellow Sharpie marker for the bottom and top cap parts. I left the front and back pieces white, consistent with Model Nose branding. At one point around 6 p.m., I helped move a smaller wooden clothes rack that used to be in the back part of the kitchen where the fireplace is, and moved it to the back part of the living room where that dresser that includes a candy dish and plastic bags full of AA batteries is. I'm just happy that it was relatively easy for me to edit the latest room tour that I recorded back in November 23. I started uploading it I feel it'll be quite enjoyable. The room tours historically tend not to get many views, but regardless of that, I like filming those videos anyway. Excuse me. Excuse me. Dad had Thanksgiving. Meal or dinner, as you might call it, at his parents' place. Called him on the phone. Around 8:30 or 9 p.m. in order to talk about the meal and what was included. I think Johnny made some kind of a fruit salad. But it had cucumbers in it and grapes. Yeah, I just opted not to have any of that fruit salad. And it's stored in a plastic container with red Tupperware lid within our fridge. We had some sparkling apple juice for the occasion, but now I've seemed to drink up whatever was left. I was very happy for the sparkling apple juice. It was pretty delicious. At some point I rediscovered a 360 YouTube video about an island nation that was subjected to nuclear bomb testing, and that video depicted a nuclear detonation and then showed off an island people that is dealing with the consequences of that nuclear testing bringing radiation to the soil, and how climate change creates a threat. Excuse me. Of rising sea levels overtaking the island. And they're still happy in spite of the challenges imposed through no fault of their own. The singing part made me cry briefly. Due to what I felt about the people of Kenya. Not sure how the name is pronounced, but it starts with an E and I believe ends with an A. At this point, the Day After Day song by Badfinger has become a song associated with old memories in a way. When in reality it's kind of meant for romance in a way. I spent the first hours of today working on that new styrofoam drawing as part of an effort to finish it. At some point I fell asleep. I think I woke up around 6 in the morning, and maybe at 11 in the morning I fell asleep again, woke up sometime around either 1 to 3 p.m. Something like that. By all accounts, a pretty great day.